What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and with the season coming up for Borussia Dortmund, we just started preseason. We got a little taste of what Marco Rose is going to be working with. There's still going to be some transfers coming in. There's definitely going to be transfers coming out. So I thought it'd be fun to go out and make a little list of the top 5 players I think are going to have a bit of a breakout season. And by saying that, when I say breakout, I mean this is a season where whether they had a good season last year, maybe they take it to the next level. Maybe they had a poor season and they're coming for a bounce back. It's just 5 players that I think it's really going to be important to Marco Rose this season. And I guess let's get started and take a look at it. So the way that this list is going to start out is obviously going to start out from the back. I'm going to go to the defensive players up into the attacking players. And the first player on this list, surprise, surprise, and it's a controversial one, it's Thomas Meunier. And the reason I'm bringing Thomas Meunier to the conversation is because a lot of you guys, almost all of you guys asked me, Josh, I want to see a center right back. I do too. I would love to see a center right back, but from what I'm reading, from what I'm hearing, and just looking at the depth chart, the money isn't going to go towards a right back. It's not. I would love to see Baku. I would love to see Dumfries. I'd love to see these players come here, but more than likely, the money needs to be put towards a center back, winger, striker, and we have a depth chart of Thomas Meunier, Murray when he comes back, Paslak, and even Emre Can can play there if needed. So I think, and I'm pretty confident that because Thomas Meunier had a decent little Euro there, he's going to be the starting man for the right back position for Marco Rose. So whether Marco Rose plays with a 3-4-1-2 or something like that, or a 4-2-3-1 or something like that, whether it's a back 3, whether it's a back 4, Meunier can play as a wing back. He's done it for Belgium. He can play as a fullback. He did it for PSG. He did it for Dortmund. So he's going to have to come in, hopefully, on a little bit of confidence. Now, he had a great start to his Euros. Had a pretty poor last couple of games. A lot of little shakiness, poor passes. So I don't know exactly what his confidence is going to look like, because I was really riding the wave of Thomas Meunier, thinking this was his opportunity. This is a good look. He's doing it for the national team. Kind of fell a little bit off a cliff towards the end. But now he's got to come back in, and they know he's going to be the starting man, because in the depth chart, he's at the top right now due to the Murray injury. So this gives an opportunity for him to right or wrong. It's not unrealistic to think that a player can have a bounce back season, because Thomas Meunier definitely needs one. He did not have any type of real impact on the team last year, and this is a real opportunity under a new manager, under a new season, under new circumstances to get it right. That's why I put him on this list, even though I know a lot of you guys are hopefully going to disagree with me, because it's a debate. We don't know. He's going to hit it or he's going to miss it. And I think whatever happens this season is going to really depend on Thomas Meunier himself and if he has a future here at this club. Taking a look at our second player on this list, I'm going with Manuel Akanji. Now, Manuel Akanji has had some very solid seasons here at Borussia Dortmund, but he hasn't really taken that step I'm really waiting for him to do. And I watched him at the Euros this summer, and he was incredible. And at the tail end of last season, once again, incredible, but it's consistency. It's doing over the entirety of the season to really give your chance and your team a good opportunity to compete for the league, because as we know, defense is a big part of that. And under these new, again, whether it's a 3-back formation or 4-back formation, Akanji can do it, in my opinion, to exception. I think he'll play in a back 4 either beside Hummels, and if he plays in a back 3, he'll have Hummels in the middle with Chan or a new signing on the outside right, while Akanji would play on the outside left. Now it's time to see what this man can do through the entirety of the season, not have that shaky start, ride the confidence of the end of Dortmund's season and the incredible Euros that he played, because he was an absolute warrior playing for the Swiss, especially when they took out France as a perfect example of what he can do. Now I want to see him do it for the entirety of the season, because I think if he can find a good partnership with Hummels in whatever way we play, he will be very important to this team, because a lot of people are calling him for Akanji to be replaced over the last couple of years, and I always stuck with them. I always thought that Akanji was gonna come good, and this is his opportunity to do so under Marco Rose. So I'm expecting him to have a big breakout season this year and take his game to that next level. The third player on this list is we're going to the midfield, because as you guys know, you probably won't be too surprised with these next 2 picks, but I'm looking at Dahoud. Now you guys say, well, Dahoud had his breakout season. Yes, but it was half a season. Dahoud was so overlooked for so long at Dortmund, it just assumed that he was leaving. I have the famous eye contact with you guys saying Dahoud's got no future at this club. I feel ashamed of saying that. He turned it around. He started 15 games, played in over 20. Now I want to see if he can do it for the entirety of the season once again. Ideally, his best kind of formation would be like a 4-3-3, 4-3-2-1, where he has Witsel behind him beside Bellingham and then Dahoud. I want to see him get a lot of minutes. I want to see if Dahoud can finally do it at this level. I want to see him, A, get the trust of Marco Rose, which I think he will easily earn. get that new contract that we're waiting to celebrate here, hashtag Dahoud 2025, and then just continue to play his game. He's got some rest out because he didn't obviously make the Euros, which overlooked, but whatever. He's got a good opportunity to get into Marco Rosa's good book, and he's got an opportunity to shine on what made him so special towards the end year. So yes, it's not maybe a breakout, but it's going to be a consistent breakout for Dahoud this season. So that's why he's in for my third pick. My fourth pick is the man playing right beside him. And again, you're going to say, well, Josh, Bellingham had a breakout season. And I'm going to say the same thing about Dahoud, and they're very similar players. And yes, he did, but he only started 19 games and played in 29, but he needs to do this week in, week out. And I think the fact that he just made the England squad, how incredibly important he was, and the partnership he created with Dahoud towards the end of the season, I can't wait to see them do this all season long, hopefully under Marco Rosa. Depending on the formation, it is going to be hard to get Witsel, Dahoud, and Bellingham on the pitch if we don't play with a 4-3-3. So that's why I wanted to include both of them in here, because I am still hoping that with the chemistry they built, with the things that they achieved, these two will have an even more important breakout year, and will hopefully be able to start 25 plus games and play in over 30. I'm expecting it for both of them. I think Bellingham is just going to keep getting better and better, and hopefully alongside Dahoud and the opportunity to get Witsel in there and helping Dahoud take his game and help Bellingham take his game to the next level, it would be a perfect little match made in heaven. I was so impressed with our midfield next year. That's why both of these players are in this year. And before we get to our final pick, I'm going to do some honorable mentions, because the final pick is a very interesting one. It's a little bit different. I'm going to throw Kobel in there, because I think Kobel has an opportunity to really take on this keeper role and do it a lot differently than Berkey did, because even when Berkey came here, there was a lot of question marks about him not being a starter, eventually taking over, having those inconsistent performances. This is an opportunity for Kobel just to take it with stride, because he was given number one, and I'm excited to see what he can do. A couple other looks in there as well. We know the typical Royce. Royce is going to have a good year. Holland's going to have a good year. These players we know are going to be consistent. They are consistent type players, so I didn't really want to include them in my list. But going into number 5 is a split, and it's something I've said on the channel, and this is one I want your guys' opinions on. I've been very, very open about saying that one of Gio Reyna or Julian Brandt are going to have a good year this year, and I say that because we have 3 attacking midfielders. Having 3 attacking midfielders is almost impossible to get on the pitch. I don't see a formation that's going to play all 3. I don't ever really want to see Gio or Brandt play on the wings. They are not very useful there. They need to play through the middle. They need to play in a 3-4-2-1 with the floating cams, or just need to play in a 4-2-3-1. Give them opportunity to play as a cam. It'll depend. A lot of different formations can include them, but they need to play centrally, and they need to play consistently. And I think with having Marco Reus in there, who just took this summer off, captain, you can't not start him. And you can't start him as a 10 if he wants to play as a 10. So one of these 2 players, and I made a bold claim, if they both stay, one is going to have a breakout season, and one is going to be a bust. And I have no idea which one it's going to go. Gio Reyna was just given the number 7 kit. Massive kit to take on and take with the stride. Julian Brandt seems to have a bromance kind of going on with Marco Rosa. He seems like he wants to keep him, wants to involve him, but Lazio is still sniffing around, so I truly don't know which way this is going to go, but I can guarantee you that Royce, unless there's an injury from Royce, which don't even want to talk about it, but there's no way that they start all those games, and there's no way that Reyna and Brandt both have stellar seasons. It's going to be one or the other, in my opinion. So I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. If you believe with that, if you think that there's a chance that all 3 can play together, if they can both shine, because I can't see it. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. That's why we do these videos, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. So those are my 5 players, / honorable mention, / the Gio Brandt, that I think are going to have a breakout season. So let me know in the comment section if you believe with any of them. I'm looking at Meunier, I'm looking at Brandt and Gio. I want your guys' opinion. And be sure to drop a like if you guys are just joining us now. And of course, subscribe if you're new. We are continually growing community here for Borussia Dortmund fan channel, and I absolutely love it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Season's coming quick and fast, and I can't wait to see you guys involved. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.